Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Today we are discussing my picks for the 2023 Oscars. Who I want to win, who I think will win. And this is as good a time as any to let you wonderful people know that when the Oscars come around, March 12th I believe, I will confirm the date on screen for you, I will be hosting my first ever live stream. Yikes. I know. I'll be dressed up to the nines, suit, tie, you know how it works. We'll be drinking lightly, not too much. First live stream, you don't want me to be absolutely hammered on that occasion. But you're more than welcome to join me on my channel for a free live stream and just listen to me rambling away about who won, who lost, the drama that might unfold. Will there be another Will Smith slap? We don't know. But if there is, it will certainly make for entertaining watch. If you join us on the live stream, be in the chat, talk to me, I'll talk back. Any questions? It's going to be a fun night. But before we do actually get started, I should admit, I haven't made a selection for the best animated short, I haven't made a selection for the best documentary, and I haven't made a pick for the best original song. And a quick note from the editing booth, I just realised I forgot to make a pick for best international picture. Soz. The reason I have skipped those three categories is because I genuinely haven't seen any of the films that were nominated for those categories, but I have made several selections in every other category. And let's start with the big one, Best Picture. I'm stuck between two, and that is Everything Everywhere All at Once and The Banshees of Inisherin. Everything Everywhere was a very daring, brave, original film that really did push the envelope and did so fantastically well. But I personally preferred Banshees as a movie. I feel like I got more from Banshees. More profound thought came from watching Banshees. So I would be more than happy for either one of those two to win, but I could see the Fabelmans winning. I think that's what's going to win. Moving on to Best Actor, and my god, this category is stacked. Brendan Fraser, I think, is the favourite. I'm still yet to see The Whale. Still hasn't come out in the UK yet. Bloody Aronofsky. And the person I would like to win the award, it's Colin Farrell for Banshees. It might not be my favourite Colin Farrell performance, but I kind of want him to win it because he just had such a good year in 2022. Every single performance he put out was 10 out of 10. And for me, it's sort of a greater than the sum of its parts situation for me. I think he just deserves it for how good he was last year. I do think it's going to go to Brendan Fraser, though. That feels like that's been set in stone for months. Best Actress, and it's another stacked one. For me, it's between two, and that would be Cate Blanchett's Tar and Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Is there any way we could cut the award in half and give them half each? Because that's the only way that this is going to be a fair outcome. Just because of the buzz, the hype, there's a lot of talk about it, it makes me lean towards thinking that Michelle Yeoh will win it. Ana de Armas, on the other hand, I laughed. I laughed out loud when that nomination was announced. I'm sorry, Ana de Armas, but for Blonde? Really? Best Animated Feature, this was probably the easiest category for me to pick. For me, the winner is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. It has to be. It just has to be. I thought that was the best animated film I saw last year. I could see Marcel the Shell with Shoes On causing a few surprises. So for me, this one's quite easy. I think it should be Pinocchio. I think it will be Pinocchio. Best Original Score. I think, again, it's between two. Babylon and Everything Everywhere, and I think it will go to Babylon. Also, I should mention, I have no idea how The Batman got snubbed for this, because I think that should be the winner. Best Supporting Actress, and again, it's another stacked category. This is a good year for Oscars. Despite the odd pick here and there, this is a really solid year for Oscars. And if I'm being brutally honest, all five of them could deserve the award here. The person I actually think deserves it, Angela Bassett for Black Panther. I wasn't crazy about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I liked it, I didn't love it. I mostly had issues with its runtime, but one thing that I loved and couldn't praise enough was Angela Bassett. My god, her performance in this movie, a comic book movie, might I add, she brought so much heartbreak and emotion to the role. I nearly welled up. I sniffled at her big, powerful speech that she delivers that you get a taste of in the trailer. But who do I think will win? I do have a gut feeling that the Academy will give it to Stephanie Su. Now for Best Director, and I have it between two. That being Martin McDonagh for Banshees and Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert for Everything Everywhere. I loved Banshees. I preferred Banshees to Everything Everywhere, but I think I'm going to pick Everything Everywhere on this one. Mostly because it feels like, to me, it feels like the harder film to direct, and I think it will go to Everything Everywhere as well. Best Visual Effects, and this is another category where all 5 nominees could be picked, and it wouldn't be a wrong choice. Except for one that I will willingly bite my tongue on. In fact, this shows a lot of growth from me because I've even put a big green tick next to it as one of my picks. Avatar: The Way of Water, despite being blue torture for me, I can put my pride to one side and say, fair enough, it probably does deserve the nomination, and if it wins, I don't mind that much. Happy? My other 2 picks from this category, however, would be Top Gun Maverick, because, I mean, it's Top Gun Maverick. Did you see the visuals in that film? My God. And equally a film that I just watched last night because, well, it's been nominated like hell and I didn't see it. All Quiet on the Western Front. I hope it goes for Top Gun Maverick. I think it's going to go to Avatar: The Way of Water. Oh, God. And now it's time for Best Supporting Actor. And the one that I want to win it, really want him to win it, is Ki-Hai Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm all for happy stories. I'm all for the underdog. I really hope he wins. That being said, I think it's going to go to Brendan Gleeson for Banshees. And that's not necessarily undeserved. Like I said, I loved his performance in Banshees. I loved Barry Keoghan in Banshees. But I just want that feel-good story. I really hope it goes to Ki-Hai Kwan. Best Original Screenplay. And my third choice would be Tar. I don't think it's going to win. I do think it deserves to, though. I think it's going to go to Everything Everywhere All at Once. And actually, I don't mind that at all. For the similar reasons that I said for Best Director, this would have been an insanely hard screenplay to write and make it good. Best Adapted Screenplay. I must admit, I didn't see Living. I haven't seen Women Talking. So my opinion on this one might not be the best, but actually, this is one of the rare occasions that I can see All Quiet on the Western Front picking up a win. So I don't hate that. I think that's a fair nod, but like I say, it's not the category I'm that hell-bent on, because there's 2 films here that I haven't seen. They might be very worthy winners for all I know. Best Cinematography, another stacked category. But for me, the winner has to be Bardo. It's another challenging film that I wasn't crazy about last year. I think I said in my review, I just didn't really get it, but I couldn't take my eyes off the damn thing because it's bloody gorgeous in every single frame. I hope sincerely that Bardo wins. I don't think it will, though. I think it's going to go to Empire of Light, and I'm okay with that. Best makeup and hairstyling. I've managed to whittle it down to 2, being between All Quiet on the Western Front and The Batman. But I actually think the deserved winner and the eventual winner should be and will be All Quiet on the Western Front. It was one of those aspects of the film that I thought was just chef's kiss. The way the mud was sticking to people's faces, the blood, the soot, the fingernails, the limbs coming off. Best production design. This is a tough one, but I've got it between 2, and I think it's going to be between Babylon and The Fabelmans. But that being said, I think it will go to, and I think it should go to, Babylon. Best film editing. I've got it between 3, being Tar, Elvis, and Everything Everywhere. I think it will go to Everything Everywhere. For similar reasons that I mentioned earlier. Crazy, wacky movie that must have been insanely hard to keep contained and in order and actually make sense with. I think it should go to Everything Everywhere. I think it will go to Everything Everywhere. Best costume design. I think the award should go to Elvis on this one. When I look back on Elvis now, retrospectively, it is those aspects that I remember. How he changed from this costume to this costume to this era to when he gained a bit of weight to back when he was a young kid. I think it's gonna go to Babylon though. And finally, best sound. And I've got it between 2, being The Batman and Elvis. Elvis just nicks it. And I think that's how it's going to go down at the Oscars as well. I think Elvis will pick this award up, but only just. And there we have it. They are my picks for the Oscars 2023. What do you think about them? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you haven't had enough of the mad ramblings of a ginger, you can always click on these suggested videos right here and get yourself lost in an IMO wormhole. But if not, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.